Literary Publication presents Passing Tales, written and read by R.C. Waldun. Passing Tales. This audiobook is dedicated to Ada. Thank you for being there every step of the way. Introduction. Trying to write up an introduction is like enduring another bad college creative writing class. Stories are naturally fleeting, and you'll discover its purpose after you've written it, not before. In my opinion, plotting a narrative of a story is boring because you've left no room to surprise yourself. But that's the strange thing with writing. The surprise doesn't usually come when you're writing. It comes after you've let the words cool down for a few days. Then, when you revisit a paragraph in an old journal, or a scribbled love letter you wrote in the 8th grade, you'd think to yourself, wow, that's new. You can't surprise yourself by marching to the future and living on, because the mundane will still remain mundane. Only in retrospect can we piece together those little moments of hearty chuckles, funny stories that floored us at a party, or that smile while looking at a Christmas gift. But the tragedy is that by the time people sit down to recount those memories, they might have already forgotten them. The stories come and they fade away like early scents of spring. Imageries enter and they wither like those faces of our friends we've not seen in years. To combat this, I decided to keep a diary religiously every single day. In it, I recorded events like a journalist. I didn't want a book full of sentimental prose. What I did want was a time capsule that froze those moments forever in stories. I remembered when my sister Ada came to my apartment once and saw all the scattered diary entries printed and stacked on my coffee table. "Do you want to hear a few of them?" I said. "Yes, sure." She sat closer and I started telling her a story about that day when I got off at the wrong tram stop. She laughed, and at the end of it, I realized that all it took was a passing tale to revive the memories of that day. For me, then, writing was an attempt to freeze time. Despite knowing that time couldn't be stopped, what remained were moments we'd like to keep forever from our past. So view this collection as a constant work in progress, and as an invitation to write your own passing tales. Be on guard for little fleeting moments. One day, you'll surprise yourself with how much richness you've captured by refusing to live blindly forward. R.C. Waldun, 2021. Maybe I should follow the tracks. There are things you're kind of good at in life, and there are things you'll never get the hang of, no matter how hard you try. Chess, for example. I've always hated it and wanted nothing to do with it. The same goes for Tetris, golf, and above all else, politics. However, there are also things you have to put up with, despite being really bad at them. Navigating Melbourne's tramway system is one such challenge. I promised to meet up with my sister Ada after my French class. She had an appointment in Camberwell and said that she wanted to stay.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?